Hi, I'm Ezra and welcome back to my channel. Today is Trans Day of Visibility, so happy Trans Day of Visibility to all my trans people. I hope you're feeling very visible today. So for today's video, I asked you guys on Instagram if you could ask me questions that cis people are too afraid to ask trans people. I'm a trans guy and I thought that what a better day than to answer all those questions. So for the first question, does it hurt when your voice starts to drop? No, it doesn't hurt. It does kind of feel like there is a frog in your throat when it starts dropping at the beginning. But I had like several different dropping stages. There was one at like 3 months, 5 months, 7 months. And they're like the ones that I noticed the most out of all of them. But no, it didn't hurt at all. I think I might be a boy, but I don't think I want testosterone. Is that okay? Yeah, of course that's okay. There is no obligation to go on HRT. If you don't want to go on testosterone, you don't have to go on testosterone. Your gender identity is valid. Whether or not you medically transition or not, you are still a guy. Do you know when you'll get bottom surgery? Honestly, I'm not getting bottom surgery. I don't want it. The healing for it is pretty gnarly and I don't want to go through with that. And also I feel very comfortable in my body as it is now with everything that testosterone has done for me and will continue to do for me, that I don't feel the need for bottom surgery. So I won't be getting it. Can you shower after top surgery? If not, how do you clean yourself? So after top surgery, for the first week, you cannot shower. So I had to put wipes underneath my armpits and clean up that way. And Isaac, my boyfriend, had to do like wipes underneath my binder. And I was having shallow baths that were like this high just to get my legs so I could wash my legs and my lower half of my body. But no, I couldn't have showers for the first week. After the first week, I could shower, but I'd have to be very careful and not get the shower directly on my chest. Why do you wear makeup if you're a trans man? Well, to be honest, it is quite simple. Makeup is art. I find it pretty. I enjoy drawing on my face and I always have. So even though I've come out, it's not something that I'm gonna just stop doing because it's something that makes me happy and I enjoy doing it. I don't wear makeup every day. I just wear it when I feel like it and I enjoy that. Makeup is also completely genderless. Anyone can wear it if they want to, and just because I'm a trans guy doesn't mean that I cannot wear it. Like, anyone can wear it. What was/is the scariest part of your transition? I think for me, it was going on the anesthetic for top surgery. Like, I was very, very nervous about it beforehand. I did end up talking to the anaesthetist though, and then I did feel better about it. So actually, when I was then in there ready to go under, I actually felt fine. But I was very, very nervous about what it would feel like because I'd never had surgery before. I've never had any kind of surgery. I've never had any injuries or anything, so I've never had any reason to be in hospital. How did you get on testosterone? So I contacted Wellbeing, which is a GP in Brighton that do bridging prescriptions, which is fantastic. So I got in contact with them and changed to that GP, the one that has the bridging prescriptions, because my one before that didn't. So I changed to them and then got sorted out within, I think it took me a couple months to get to this new GP. And then when I was all registered and everything, I went in there and told them that I wanted to register interest to go on HRT. So then they said that they'd set up an appointment and all that. Before I was prescribed testosterone, I had a blood test and then I had an appointment where I just had to talk to them for like, I think it was about 2 hours. They weighed me, checked my height, talked to me all about testosterone and tell me about all the side effects. They gave me a big leaflet to read. And then on the 21st of March was when I got prescribed testosterone and it was a really great day. Do you have a gender dysphoria diagnosis? Yes, I do. I had to get one for top surgery. The process for me for gender dysphoria diagnosis was that I booked it in. I paid £500, I think, for it because I did it privately because it was for top surgery, so I needed to get it quite quickly. And just paying privately means that they have more time for me, so it made it quicker. It was a video call that I had with the doctor and I think it lasted maybe a couple hours. I had to fill in a bunch of forms beforehand and then they had to call someone that has known me over 2 years, I think, just to like discuss me being trans and gender dysphoria and stuff like that. So yeah, they consulted one of my friends and yeah, gave me the all clear and said, yes, you do have gender dysphoria. How can I best support a trans friend? That is a really good question and a very sweet one. I think the best thing that you can do is just be there for them. I think all they need is to have you around. Show your support by using their pronouns, and if they've changed their name, then use that for them. I think really just like not making the most huge deal about it and just supporting them in the best way you can. If they've got like a top surgery GoFundMe or something like that, or anything gender affirming care related, then maybe support that, share that around. I think that's the best way that you can support a friend that's trans. I'd also recommend researching online about trans people and following people within the trans community so you can understand the trans experience and what we as trans people go through on the daily. But yeah, just by asking the question, you're doing a good job. Don't worry. What is your stance on pregnancy as a trans person? Hell yeah. If someone wants to be pregnant and have a baby, go for it. Personally, I do not want to give birth. But if someone else does, it's not my business. Honestly, just go for it. It's your body. Okay, this is a fun one. Do you have a specific outfit that gives you the most gender euphoria? Okay, I do have this top that I really like, and I'm gonna go find it for you. The fun thing about this top is I wasn't able to wear it pre-top surgery, but I can now, and it's got a star cut out on it. And when I wear it, you can see the beginning of my top surgery scars, and it makes me very happy. Was it hard to choose a new name? Honestly, no. I like the name Ezra since I was a kid. I remember I used to tell my parents that I wished my name was Ezra, and I guess I just made that real. But yeah, I've always loved the name Ezra, and I really like Ez as a nickname as well. It does make me feel very happy, and it's a happy name. What is your most joyful experience? I'm assuming this is meaning in a trans way, but I have two. The top one is top surgery. It was the best day of my life, absolutely. But the second best was Brighton Pride. I loved it so much. Like, that was literally one of the best days ever. Like, I saw everybody I love all in one day, and it was just lovely. And because I live in Brighton, I could just like go to my friends' houses, and it was just so lovely. Like, it was really one of the most wonderful days. And we went to see the Pride Parade as well, and Isaac was holding this banner that said, "I love my trans boyfriend." Honestly, adorable. I love that day. But it doesn't quite beat top surgery. I feel like that's definitely still got the top spot. How does gender dysphoria feel? This is a very good question. I would say awful. It feels like everything is wrong, and when you're younger you can't quite put a point on why. So for many years you're kind of just feeling odd, and like there's something different about you, but you can't quite work out what it is. Well, that's what I felt like in my childhood anyway. And with me, I had a chest, and then my gender dysphoria greatly decreased when I got top surgery. Like, I barely experience much gender dysphoria anymore, apart from like some things, but I don't have like chest dysphoria anymore. Here I've got the actual definition of gender dysphoria from the NHS. It says gender dysphoria is a term that describes a sense of unease that a person may have because of a mismatch between their biological sex and their gender identity. This sense of unease or dissatisfaction may be so intense that it can lead to depression, anxiety, and have a harmful impact on daily life. That sounds right. My gender dysphoria does feel less intense now that I've had top surgery and testosterone, and I don't plan on taking my transition any further. I just want testosterone to keep doing what it's doing, and my top surgery to heal beautifully. And I do really want to get very muscly, and I'm in the process of doing that. And yeah, I'm feeling great. How to ask someone's pronouns politely. Honestly, just asking someone, do you mind if I ask you what your pronouns are, is probably the best way to ask. Very directly, and I'm sure they'll just tell you. Can I ask someone their dead name? No, definitely not. Do not ask someone their dead name. It's not a name they use anymore, and it might have connotations that are very negative, and there's no reason that you should know it because you wouldn't be using it anyway. It's like there's a lot of names that I don't use. Like, my name isn't Brian, so why know a name that I no longer use? You know what I mean? Does coming out as trans affect your sexuality? I feel like I get asked this quite a lot, but no, it doesn't affect your sexuality. If you're bisexual before you're likely going to be bisexual afterwards, unless it's one of those things where you figure out that you never really were actually bi. I was bisexual before I came out as a guy, and I'm bisexual now as well. Your sexuality doesn't change as you figure yourself out, unless you figure out that you're not actually that sexuality in the first place. But it isn't related to the fact that you're trans. It doesn't change when you're trans. I hope that explains. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's been educational and I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please do comment down below any other videos that you'd like to see from me and any other questions that you have. Thank you so much for being here, and if you don't already, please subscribe. Bye.